This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
After the straw purchasers filled out the federal and state paperwork and lied on it, vowing that this gun was for their own use, they walked out of the gun store, handed over the gun.
What up, this is DC Channel Guns coming to this another gun video. Appreciate you watching, like, share, and subscribe. So I want to appreciate all my subscribers, want to appreciate all the information. Appreciate y'all for coming to the video. Appreciate all the support and love. Appreciate everything that y'all do for the 2A community. Like I said before, y'all are the star people. I'm just a mess. I'm just every citizen trying to uphold the Constitution, fit in the Second Amendment. So with that said, I want to appreciate y'all for coming over here every single day, supporting your gun channels, your 2A channels, people. I also want to appreciate the ones that leave all the comments and good information, the energy over here to keep this thing going. And also, I appreciate y'all for helping out the first-time buyers and new people in the 2A community, because that's how we're going to win and win this fight at the end, people. We need to keep bringing more people in, building each other up and growing. So that's the way we're going to win. And also, I appreciate y'all smash that like button, share it on your favorite social media platform. I appreciate the ones following me on Gun Streamer. We're building up there a little small step at a time, people. That's the way we're going to get it done over here. And also the ones following me on TikTok, doing a little something over there. And a huge shout out to y'all, a big shout out to y'all that come over here every single day through the good and the bad and ups and downs. Nothing moves in the straight line, people. So like I said before, don't get comfortable over here. We got a lot of things down the pipe, whole lot of materials and stuff that I'm working on. So hit that subscribe button, because you never know what we're going to talk about over here. So we're covering everything, flying under the radar. And right now, people, we have a huge problem. I've been talking about the Form 4473 right now in 2021. This has been happening for a while. This is nothing new. But what is happening, you have people falsifying information on a Form 4473. And, you know, we have a huge problem right now when it comes to straw purchasing and stuff, a real big, huge problems. And you have a lot of the police departments and states and stuff and cities are cracking down and stuff on it. So want to kind of go over this article and everything and, you know, just show you how huge and stuff this is and stuff and everything. So on this article right now, we have a legal armed criminal in the region, more than 30 firearms, people. It was a gun ring. And what is happening is you have a bunch of people. And what is a straw purchase? A straw purchase is when you have someone who's buying a firearm for someone who cannot illegally obtain it. And this is a huge problem. I'm talking about this has increased. This is in double digits and stuff. This has been happening. I'm talking about I have got videos in my archive talking about, you know, the favorite, you know, the highways across this country where they like the traffic guns and stuff. They go from up south, up north, the hot spots and everything, especially when it comes to the I-95 corridor on the east and everything. We talk about that. I'm talking about there's massive arrests done every single year, people, on, you know, gun trafficking and stuff like that. It's huge. The markup on firearms, and they're selling it. And a lot of these cities who have high gun violence and stuff like that, majority of the time, them firearms has been stolen from gun shops, they're pretty much stolen from cars, you know, just all the things you could think of when it comes to gun theft. And then they're sold in other places and stuff. And this is what's been going on for a long time. It's flying on the radar, people. So right now, there was a huge firearm ring bust and everything. 30 people was caught in that bust and everything. And they're saying that in this gun trafficking ring, that they had pretty much netted 30 handguns. And what happened was there was a pretty much a group that was going around purchasing firearms and stuff. And, you know, what they was doing was they would go buy the firearm and everything. They had a person in there helping them, you know, what kind of gun they want. The person couldn't illegally obtain it, so they had someone to buy it for them. That's what we're talking about when it comes to straw purchases stuff. So what is happening, the person is following the person in the gun shop, pick out what gun they want. And then the person, you know, said, hey, you know, are you the buyer of the firearm? That's one of the questions on your Form 4473. And they're saying yes and all this kind of stuff. And once the firearm is bought and everything, they leave the gun shop and the firearm is handed over to the other person. This has been happening for a long time. There's groups out there, Bloomberg groups and stuff, who has been pretty much talking about this and everything. And right now, people in your headlines, I know y'all probably seen it, Biden and stuff like that. They've been trying to hide their gun control agenda and stuff. It's leaking out. It's coming out. Been talking about that. I'm following with all this stuff y'all seeing, people. Trust me. I'm talking about we seeing all that stuff over here, DC Channel Guns. We're investigating, we're looking at it, and we're going to be reporting a lot of this stuff, people. I got a lot of content coming, working on a whole lot of things and everything. And so, you know, you got to kind of bear me with that. But I see all this stuff, people. I'm talking about none of this stuff is just, it's escaping by me. No matter what content and stuff that I'm doing, people, I see all this stuff in the headlines and stuff like that. So we're going to get to it over here and everything. And so one thing that they've been complaining about is ghost guns, people. I'm talking about they had caught people in this gun ring that was building ghost guns and selling them and stuff too. That's the reason why you have a lot of your major states right now are using ghost guns as their main example of why they have the high gun violence and stuff like that. We seen when they in 2020, we saw that when they was cracking down on these ghost gun companies and stuff, the manufacturers and all this. We seen all this kind of stuff, people. This is what's happening. And like I said before, it's a lot of uncertainty and stuff right now. And this is a huge problem, people. I'm talking about this is a huge problem when you have groups or doing these straw purchases and everything. I'm talking about right now, flying in your headlines, you know, they're talking about, you know, the president, you know, talking about Biden executive orders and stuff, how he can make it more stricter when it comes to background checks, people. I'm talking about they're going to put all this stuff in the air and stuff out there. And we know that they want to really come after our farms and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, people, out of everything I've been seeing and stuff like that, every law that they have passed is always affecting the law-abiding citizen. It's not affecting none of these people here. And some of these people who have the Second Amendment and stuff, who are doing all the illegal transactions, they're making it tougher on us, the law-abiding citizens and stuff like that. And many of us, we go through we submit our lives, we submit our, you know, hospital records. I'm talking about we just put everything down. We truthfully answer all this kind of stuff to obtain the firearm legally. So we won't be on the wrong side of the law. But you have people who are doing that, putting even more pressure on the law-abiding citizen. So we're fighting a two-front war here, people. We're fighting when it comes to your states, the politicians. Well, we're fighting many fronts. Put it like that. We're fighting the politicians, the state. We fighting just all the regulations and stuff, especially as a law-abiding citizen in this country and everything. Why, you know, on the other side, the criminals and all that doing everything they possibly can and everything. And they're just making it harder for us. That's what I've been seeing in the 2A community for decades, people. And when I first came in, you know, it was an eye-awakener for me. And, you know, when I start to see all these laws and stuff, and I'm like, okay, if you got all the law-abiding citizens following the laws, where are all these laws coming from? I get questions about that. All these laws are coming from people who are legally breaking the law and stuff like that. Some people don't want to comply with the law. I know it's a lot of laws in the 2A community we disagree with and stuff like that, but that's the reason why we have to fight, people. And on that fight, we're going to have to support our gun groups and stuff like that. We're going to have to support the politicians and stuff. And it's a lot of things that I know a lot of people don't have a whole lot of faith in when it comes to the system right now in this country. I understand. I've been through that the loopholes all around. I've seen it all, people, and I heard it all. And I've been in many conversations and stuff. It's very difficult and stuff. But we're going to have to continue this long journey and stuff, people. But when it comes to these phone rings and stuff like that, it's a huge problem. Gunshot break-ins is through the roof. When you have multiple people using vehicles, anything they can to get in, to take massive amount of firearms and stuff like that. And these things, I have looked at different documentation and stuff. These things get across the country very quick. In a matter of days, a gun from one state could be 4 or 5 states over very quick, and they're spread it all across the country, people. When they're having the investigation and finding handguns and stuff, some of the handguns come from the other side of the country. It just flip-flopping all over the place and everything. And this is a huge problem. And this article is pretty much just talking about some of everything that we've been talking about in the 2A community for a long time. And, you know, a lot of your politicians really don't have a solution for it. The only solution is to keep creating laws. That is the problem we got right now. We'll keep just we keep reinventing the wheel, people. I'm talking about you already have a wheel. You just keep making the same wheel, just trying to change the names and all kind of stuff. That's what these gun laws are doing to us in this country and everything. So I kind of want to talk about that and everything. And, you know, they're pretty much, I'm talking about right now, people, I seen an article that was talking about gun buybacks and stuff like that. The problem when it comes to gun buybacks, and, you know, this is one of the solutions I'm seeing people they're throwing out there. The gun buybacks, you're not getting guns from the people you are trying to get the firearm from. I'm talking about that is a huge misunderstanding in these gun buybacks and stuff. I don't care how many is turned in. Majority of these people are turning in either guns that's non-functionable, or guns that, you know, I guess they're trying to get rid of, or because it's like this no question asked type situation that they claim. But I seen in other reports that they do run some type of serial number and stuff. They do check these firearms and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, people, a lot of these guns are not coming from the sources that they're trying to get them from. Every gun buyback I've seen in all these cities and states like that have not lowered none of their gun violence. Even after the gun buyback, I seen some data that it does not lower the gun violence, people. The gun problem is still out there because you're not getting the firearms from these people. So I'm talking about, there's a lot of that out there. But when it comes to straw purchases, people falsifying, lying on their records and stuff like that, people, they're trying to come up with even more laws to make that. That's one of the areas, I think, the weak points that people are missing. They're trying to really come after that Form 4473, and they're trying to set a lot of protocols. I seen bills out there that if you fail or any lie, whatever the case may be, your local police department be notified, and they're coming to knock on your door. They're coming after you, people. So this is something that we need to pay attention to and stuff, people, and everything. But when it comes to law-abiding citizens, none of this affect us. But it does affect us because they're going after the wrong people at the end of the day, and it's just more hassle for us and everything. So when you're submitting your fingerprints and all this kind of stuff, they're doing a thorough investigation on you as a law-abiding citizen, but they're not doing that on the criminal. So because the criminal's not going to submit themselves to that, they already know. So this is some of the stuff that I've been looking at and everything. So I kind of want to talk about that a little bit and everything. But to my, these rings are being, they're all over this country, people. It's a huge problem. So I just want to kind of get into that a little bit and everything. So this is This Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one.
This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.